our team just got their hands on the brand new rodless caulk gun from Tajima. Now, what is a rodless caulk gun? Well, let me show you. As we all know, the traditional caulk gun comes with a rod. You pull this thing out the back, you load your cartridge, you pull the trigger, and you push the material out of the cartridge just like that. That is your standard rodded caulk gun. And this guy is rodless. So it's all taken care of right back here. We're gonna go ahead and pull that puppy out for you. Best way to describe this plunger on this is that it looks like a tape measure, a very thick tape measure. I would say that this thing is not gonna bend or break. It feels fairly robust in there, but that's how that works. It's shaped like a tape measure. It can roll back on itself as you put it back in the body, and it's all stored right here in the back, making this a rodless caulk gun. Let's go ahead and walk you through how you load this thing. You are going to go right through the front here. As you can see, there is no gap there, so you gotta go nose first in there, drop it back, pull the lever, bang, you're locked in and ready to get to work. Something I wanna note here, once you're done working with this, if you've got some gunk on here, you're gonna wanna clean that off. I know when I use a traditional caulk gun, I'm not the cleanest guy when I'm working with these things. They get gunked up. You gotta clean them up. But specifically for this, if this plunger gets gunk on it and you roll that back into the body, you're probably gonna have some issues because that's gonna harden and it might be hard to get that back out. So if it gets all gunked up, make sure you take a rag, some cleaning solution, clean that off, keep it nice and clean. All right, let's talk about the specs on this thing. We have a 10-to-1 gear ratio. What that's gonna mean is this thing is gonna really be ideal for that low to mid viscosity. Tajima has a kind of a grading system that goes 1 to 6. This fits right in at 3. So again, from that low to mid viscosity, this thing's gonna shine. Anything above that or thicker this is probably not gonna be the tool for that. A traditional 10-ounce cartridge fits in this, as I showed you. So any traditional 10-ounce cartridge will fit just fine in here. This thing weighs just under 2 pounds. At 1.7 pounds, this thing is made out of an ABS plastic. As you can see, they've got this nice honeycomb look, which makes it look pretty futuristic. Also kind of cuts down on some of that extra weight, along with this side being fully open so you can easily load and unload the cartridges, keeping the weight down. All of the weight that is there feels like it's right back here. So as you can see, Tajima has made this kind of back center where the handle is, kind of giving you a nice balance since the weight is in the back of this tool, where on the traditional caulk guns, your weight is all up here in the front. You're probably gonna have to get used to that, but don't worry, I think it'll be very straightforward. It does feel pretty nice. You know, Tajima is known for making premium tools, and even though this is made out of a nice plastic, I still think that fits the premium quality that you know and love from Tajima. It's got the nice polymer grip back here, which kind of just adds that premium feel, and it feels pretty dang good in the hand. You might be asking, is this gonna replace my everyday caulk gun? In my opinion, probably not. But let me show you where this thing is gonna shine. As you can see, a traditional caulk gun, the rod sticks out the back, which if you are in a tight space, like let's say behind a toilet or something like that, this is gonna be something you're gonna have to navigate. That's gonna be a hurdle that you're gonna have to overcome, getting into a tight space with this rod sticking out the back. I think that is where the rodless caulk gun is gonna shine. As you can see, this difference in size on this thing is very noticeable. This is about 50% of the overall size of the traditional gun. You're gonna be able to get into more spaces with this. This is the first that I've ever seen of a rodless caulk gun. So if you guys have used one or know of any other options, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to kind of take a look, see the differences, see how this one stacks up to it. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you on the next one.